Welcome. My name is Miss Noreen, and I'm here for another exciting lesson in ELA. Today's lesson focus will be ELA Grade 3, Module 10, Lesson 10, into reading Tell a Tale. Follow along with me, boys and girls, as I read the focus question. Why is it important to pass stories down to the next generation? Today's lesson objective, boys and girls, is to determine the meaning of grade level academic vocabulary with prefixes or suffixes. The suffix that we focus on today is the suffix meant. Before we begin, let's watch a video that will give us information about what is a suffix and what is its purpose in a word.
Okay, listen up. I don't know if you heard, but if you have a need for the meaning of a word, just take a look and check at the end. If a suffix is there, then that'll be your friend. Like able or able, it's able to be done. If it's visible, it's able to be seen like the sun.
Boys and girls, what do you think the word collectible means? Does it mean part of a collection? Does it mean able to be collected? Or does it mean the state of being collected? Go ahead and lock in your answers. If you chose able to be collected, you got the correct answer. Let's continue.
I'm capable of having fun, but now I gotta run. 2-AL, all is another one. That means it relates to the root word, like natural is all about nature. Observe how the suffix N means made of whatever. Wooden is made out of wood, now that's clever. I dig golden nuggets like a miner does. Or means one who does.
Boys and girls, using your knowledge of the suffix explain what the word teacher means. Go ahead and lock in those answers. If you said a teacher is somebody who teaches, you got the correct answer. Let's continue.
A baker, no doubt, that's the one who bakes. What about the suffix full? Let's get it straight. Of course it means full of, I hope that's helpful. I mean full of help with this lesson we dealt you. What about us? O-U-S, that also means full of, there's no need to guess. Like someone who's gracious is full of grace. If you're feeling nervous, you might want to meditate. If it ends with Y, that means it tends to be. Tend to feel good when you're cheery, so cheer for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like the sound of that. Suffixes, these are the suffixes. At the end of a word, they tell you what it is. If you need the meaning of a word, you can trust it. If you look at the end, you can tell by the suffix.
Boys and girls, how can a suffix sometimes help you figure out the meaning of a word you don't know? Go ahead and write down your answers and come back to the video when you are done. Let's continue, boys and girls.
Suffixes, these are the suffixes. At the end of a word, they tell you what it is. If you need the meaning of a word, you can trust it. You look at the end, you can tell by the suffix. Yeah, you see, all you gotta do is look at the end. Now hold up here some more, right? There's verse 2, cause there's still a few suffixes left, like un, shun, and jun. Now they represent the act, result, or state of something done. Like if it's canceled, you get the cancellation. If it's contagious, then it's a contagion. So you need to vacate, go on a vacation. Bye-bye. Okay.
Boys and girls, what does the suffix shun mean? What new word could you make with the word appreciate and the suffix shun? What would its meaning be? Go ahead and write down your answers and come back to the video when you are done. If you said the word appreciation, that was the correct answer. Let's continue.
Okay, I'm not trying to be exhaustive. The if suffix means wait. I lost it. What? Oh yeah, it means tending to. Like abusive tends to create abuse. Next is lesson. It means without care is careless. That's not what I'm about. Never. We stay peerless and fearless. The flow is Van Gogh, but I will never be earless.
Boys and girls, come up with a word that you could add the suffix less onto to create a new word. What does the new word mean? I'll give you a few minutes to think of a word. When you are done, come back to the video to continue. Let's continue.
Can't keep running fast cause now I'm all spent. Guess I should have taken another supplement. The meant suffix is the result or act of. If it's in containment, it's the result of being packed up. Make an amendment, keep adding, don't rest. I'm never living in a state of carelessness. Ness means the state of. My restlessness is probably cause I'm studying for this suffix test. And don't forget word, that's the direction of. Forward, never backward, we gotta keep stepping up. Right, that ain't all the suffixes either. That's just the most popular ones. Suffixes, these are the suffixes. At the end of a word, they tell you what it is. If you need the meaning of a word, you can trust it. If you look at the end, you can tell by the suffix. Suffixes, these are the suffixes. At the end of a word, they tell you what it is. If you need the meaning of a word, you can trust it. You look at the end, you can tell by the suffix.
Okay, boys and girls, as we learned from the video, the word suffix is a letter or group of words which is added to the end of a word in order to form a different word. The suffix meant means the act of doing something or the result of an action. Some examples of words with the suffix meant are embarrassment, disappointment, achievement, agreement, punishment, or entertainment. When we add the suffix meant at the end of a root word or a verb, it makes the word into a noun. And remember, a noun is a person, place, or thing. Okay, boys and girls, it's time for some practice. We're going to take some words and add the suffix meant to make them nouns and create amazing sentences with them. Our first word or verb is amuse. Boys and girls, the word or verb amuse means to entertain or humor. If we add the suffix meant to make it a noun, what verb do we have? That would make the verb or the new word, which will be a noun, into amusement. Were you thinking the same thing? If you were, awesome. Now let's use the word in a sentence. I gain amusement from watching television. Awesome work, boys and girls. We took a verb, added the suffix meant, made it into a noun, and used it in a sentence. That was great work. Let's try again. Now the word is attach. We're going to take the verb attach, which means to join together, and we're going to add the suffix meant to make it into a noun. If we have attach, we add meant to it, what word does it make? If you said attachment, awesome work. Now we're going to use the new noun attachment in a sentence. Do you have an awesome sentence with the word attachment? If you do, write it down in your notebook. Okay, boys and girls, let's make our sentence with attachment. I added an attachment to my email. Sometimes when we write emails, we can add pictures or documents as attachments to the email. Awesome work with creating sentences, boys and girls. All right, boys and girls, now it's time for the you do. You're going to do just what we did. You're going to use the word pay, which means to give money that is due for goods and services, and add the suffix meant to make a new word, which is a noun. Then you're going to use that in a sentence. Go ahead, boys and girls. You're going to pause this video and you're going to make your new noun word and make your new sentence with that word. When you are done, come back to the video to continue. All right, boys and girls, we're going to continue with the rest of our video. Now, I know you probably came up with some awesome sentences. If you want to check whether you got the correct answer for creating new word, the word that is made with adding the suffix meant to pay is payment. And an example of a sentence with the word payment is, I made a payment to my bill. But I'm sure you came up with great sentences as well. Let's continue. Now we're going to do some more practice. And how we're going to do practice? We're going to play a game. So let's play a game by practicing our new skills with the suffix meant. Here we go. First question, music is a form of blank, arrangement, government, entertainment, or amendment. I think entertainment. If you got that correct, awesome work. Next question, the decision between two people to split the cost of dinner is an example of an disappointment, employment, puzzlement, or agreement. That would be agreement. Good work, boys and girls. Next question. Besides a promise to get married, what else can engagement mean? Putting something in order or a scheduled plan to go somewhere at a certain time? I think it's a scheduled plan. If you got that correct, you did awesome. Let's continue. Which is not an example of a commitment? Attending church every Sunday, getting married, skipping your best friend's birthday party you said you would go to, or your dad going to all of your softball games? I think that would be skipping your best friend's birthday because that is not a commitment. Awesome work, boys and girls. Let's continue. Finding something funny. Amused. Is that puzzlement, encouragement, amusement, or payment? That would be amusement. If you got that correct, you're doing great. Next question, adding blank as a suffix can change a verb into a noun. That would be meant. Awesome work, boys and girls. Let's continue. A promise to do something, commitment, adjustment, investment, or a judgment. That would be commitment. Let's do one more question, boys and girls. A bonus word, a usually spoken disagreement between people. Is that a management, argument, commitment, or adjustment? Disagreement. That would be argument. Awesome work, boys and girls. You did awesome with this game. We're going to stop right here and continue with the rest of our lessons. All right, boys and girls, now it is the independent work part of this lesson. When you go back to working independently, you will come up with 5 root words. You will add the suffix meant at the end of those words. Then you will write your new word with the suffix meant and use your word in a sentence. Thank you so much for watching, boys and girls. To summarize, today we learned how we can add the suffix meant at the end of our root words to make a noun. We practiced how to use those new words in sentences. This is Miss Noreen logging off. Happy learning, boys and girls.